Good afternoon. My name is Donna Reed with the Indiana University Southeast Career Development Center. Welcome to the first Career Trifecta week. This week we're going to be talking about lots of different virtual helps that are going to let you really dive into the virtual world and find your dream job. Today we're going to address virtual networking. Networking in general can be very tough for some people, so to really make that transition to doing it virtually can be a hard concept to wrap our heads around. So hopefully today we can give you some tips and some tricks and some resources to really get you to that point that you feel comfortable being in a virtual network and you feel like you're really addressing the ideas that you need to make yourself competitive in your job market. Derby City virtual networking. We're very lucky to be in an area that virtual networking is not new. It's been going on for a while, and it's really the wave of the future on both sides of the bridge. So when we're looking at virtual networking, we need to look at events that we would go to in person, but that are now virtual, and also areas that were virtual to begin with, and maybe we were just missing out on them. With Derby City virtual networking, I want you to look at meetups that you would have gone to in person, because now they're changing to a digital format. I want to make sure that you're on Slack channels, that you're following these different areas, that you're being present in virtual networking situations, that you're being polished in virtual networking situations, and lastly, that you're looking for your potential growth points in those networking situations. First, being network present. Make sure you're present and active on the streams that are relevant to your career. So if you're in an IT sector, make sure you're in those chat groups, make sure you're on the LinkedIn profiles and following the companies that you really are interested in. Make sure that you're going to the digital meetups that are out there. Make sure that you have an Eventbrite that really puts you in the space where you're going to be around the professionals you need to be around. If you're in healthcare, make sure you're really following what's going on with healthcare. Again, LinkedIn is a great resource. And there are also small healthcare communities and Eventbrite where you can get into those different areas. And also when we look at the creative sector, this is such a fun place to be right now virtually. With any of our creative and arts careers, there are so many different areas where you can display their digital galleries you can set up. Really look into how you can be present in those situations. Next, be network polished. This one can be a little bit hard to understand. We know how to get dressed up for a networking event. We know how to put on our suit. We know how to really look prim and proper for our events. However, being network polished is completely different. Being network polished means that you're presenting a cohesive message about who you are and who you want to be in the future. Making sure that your resume is completely in line with your LinkedIn. Make sure your LinkedIn is accurate and depicts who you are and the skills you have. Making sure when you're following Slack channels or you're going to Eventbrite meetups that you're really looking at how you as a person are branding yourself for those communities, making sure you're being honest, but also putting your best foot forward. And lastly, we want to look at your network potential. When you're out at these networking events physically, you're always looking at that next opportunity. You're always looking for that person to connect with. It's the same thing with networking virtually. You're looking for those connections, those people who run companies that you want to be a part of, but also questions that can be answered. Ask intelligent questions on forums. Ask different things that you may not have been able to ask in person because you just didn't feel comfortable. Make sure that you're out there and seeking out your potential in every situation that you're in. Thank you for listening today, and please tune in the rest of the week at 1 o'clock, and we will have tips every day on how you can virtually connect in your community and really work towards those job opportunities. My name is Donna Reed with Indiana University Southeast. Feel free to reach out to us anytime. We are operating at full capacity right now to help you find your dream career. Thank you.